Hello everybody and welcome to a Play Nintendo ID3 discussion. I am your host Jeremy, Mega Fuboy, and I am joined by your other host. Give me this, man.
I'm here. I was here for the furniture, which is weird because it's my house.
Alex, Mr. Lapis Alex.
And this is the first time we're together.
I guess.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be. But,
we recorded other things. We actually recorded something for an hour before this, and it didn't work. So you get this instead.
So yeah, today we're going to be discussing Play Nintendo, as I've already mentioned, which is basically Nintendo at E3. And
Not actually, except for the fact that Nintendo's not going to E3.
well, no, they're going to E3, but we're seeing it in a different form than we have in previous years.
Except for last year.
No, we'll get to that. But first, let's discuss the Smash Brothers Invitational Tournament that they're holding at the Nokia Theater at E3. Now,
It's not at E3.
No, it is at E3. It's during
It's
E3.
around E3. It's during E3, but it's not
during
at E3.
Yeah, the Nokia Theater?
Yeah.
Okay, it's E3. Just, what are your opinions on that?
It sounds like it's going to be a tournament, and I feel like people are going to play Smash Bros. There. But my opinion on the matter...
Don't give me your sass. Just...
But those are the facts. My opinion... I want to be like that stereotypically stupid, like a newscaster. But, honestly, opinions, I think it's a good idea. Nintendo's always been kind of weird with these things, especially with their, their policies about, like, interactions with the gamers and like the online gaming community and just gamer communities in general. Nintendo's always kind of been awkward in that scenario. So the fact that not only Nintendo's acknowledging that community is there, and they're allowing them to have a tournament, they're endorsing a tournament and making one of their own, which I'll come back to that point later. I want to bring something up. But I think that's a huge step forward for Nintendo.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. The Smash community, the tournament scene, has been big for years. Like, Smash Bros. Melee went to EVO, and it's been in EVO except for like a few years. I don't know the details on that. There is a scene for this, and this is an invitational tournament. We don't know who they're inviting yet. If it's gonna be people like, Let's Players, or it's gonna be like professional Smash Brothers players, like the ones we've seen at EVO.
I think it's going to be professionals.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards too. But like I said, we don't know yet. We haven't been told.
I think we know.
We know. No, I don't know. They haven't said anything, so we don't know yet. But you know, we could think it's gonna be professionals, and I think this is a really good way of getting people like hyped for Smash Brothers, because this is like the first time people who haven't worked on the game are going to be playing the game, like.
Nintendo's done things like this before,
and they're gonna be playing it, the best, and people are gonna be like rooting for whoever, and they're gonna have it at Nokia Theater. Anyone can go. This is like fans could go to this, so it's not a press conference, that only press could go to. This is for everyone. Anyone can see this. It's probably gonna be streamed live. I believe do we have a confirmation of that? I don't know if we have a confirmation, but it's probably gonna be streamed live. And yeah, I think this is going to get people really hyped to see like what Smash Brothers can do.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like on the Wii U version of it. That's not coming out until winter.
It is the Wii U version,
which is really cool because this is going to be the first time that like actual people that are not like previously like picked out are going to be up there playing these games, but kind of already picked out. Which brings me to a point that's kind of disappointing. I understand if you don't want to make like the Wii U version available for tournaments yet until like it's actually out.
Oh no, it is available for tournaments. This is an invitational tournament.
I know, but that's the thing. It's invitational. When do we get to see like regular fan tournaments? And that's when I come to an interesting point.
After the game, if they hold any regular fan tournaments.
But we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know that.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Nintendo say we're going to like sponsor to that crowd, and we're gonna all the casual players, because there's one aspect of Nintendo that has done this.
Tournament player is not a casual player.
Well, not exactly. And I refer to that thinking of Pokemon. Pokemon has done really well doing online tournaments. And before online tournaments, they had in-game in-person tournaments. They still do that for the card game because that's the only way to play the card game, really.
That is.
But they used to have the VGCs, and I know because I went to those back when they actually did that. I went to 2 of them. they actually have VGCs where you can walk in, and they divide you based on age groups. There are 3 different categories, which is still the way they do it now. And that was actually a lot of fun, like meeting people who I never knew before and have never talked to since. But it just being there though is like such a fun time. It's like your own little mini one-day E3 of just being surrounded by those kinds of people. And, like, you didn't have to be super good. You just showed up for the fun of it, and that's...
No, I agree that having these tournaments is definitely a good idea. It's definitely to get, you know, a community together playing the game. I don't know if it's, like, a good way to get people to buy the game. It probably is. And we'll have to see if they continue doing tournaments after the game has been released. And I don't know if it's worked so well with Pokemon. I don't see why they wouldn't, but... You know, that's just a wait and see, and I don't think... Like, this is the first time they've ever done a Smash Brothers tournament at all. And even though this tournament scene has been big for years now, this is the first time they've really done a tournament, and also... And the only other tournament things they've done is, yes, Pokemon. Like, they've never done Mario Kart or Mario Golf or any other Mario, you know, party game.
No, now they're doing those.
I'm not doing... Well,
Golf.
They're not...
Golf is getting a lot of online tournament recognition.
Well, online tournament, like, fan setup, but, like...
No, Nintendo's setting up things.
Huh. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Mario Golf, because it's golf.
I honestly don't know why Nintendo tries to cram down a lot of Mario sports games, like Mario Sports Mix, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario 3 Hoops 3-on-3, and like and Mario Super Sluggers. It's like it makes some sense, like, but it's like a lot of the people who play these games probably don't also play the sports.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I love the sports game, like not so much golf because I just don't like golf, but I love tennis. I don't think I've actually played a Mario Tennis game, but I do love the sport.
Yeah, me too.
And I love the basketball games. I never owned, what's it called?
There's the disconnect. There's the disconnect right there. Jeremy, you like tennis. Have you ever paid for a Mario Tennis game?
Well, you know, Kid Icarus came out at the time of Mario Tennis World Tour. No. But I bought Super Sluggers, and God, I love
When's the last time you played baseball?
Well, that's how I played baseball.
Exactly.
That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. It's not real baseball. It's got all these fun kinks to it. That's not what we're discussing. Also, might see a Mario baseball game this year. Maybe. That's
that would
just
be cool.
Throwing out.
Mario Super Sluggers was a good game.
We'll get to E3 predictions probably at the end, but
other things that were announced to be at E3 that we know definitely.
Well, no. First, we just talked about the Invitational Tournament. Now, let's talk about we're getting Smash Bros. At Best Buy. Kind of like what Nintendo did last year with giving us like 4 E3 games at Best Buy to play. That was Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart 8, Wind Waker HD, and was Donkey Kong there? I don't think Donkey Kong was there.
And that is definitely 3. Like you said before, you said 3.
I said 4.
You said 3.
I'm pretty sure there was a 4th.
Play back the recording. He said 3.
I said 4. So what do you think of that? What do you think of them giving us Smash, like us fans who can't go to E3 because we live very far away from LA? What do you think of that? Us getting... Wait, is it in LA? Whatever. What do you think of us getting the chance to play? Like anyone getting the chance to play?
I think that's like a great idea, and that's the best way that they can do it, because the world is so like connected these days, interconnected, that it's great that when we can see that you don't, not like the kind of thing where like you don't have to move from your couch to get the experience, but because that's a little bit extreme, but the fact that these things can come to you instead of you having to travel to go to them. Like, I feel like that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, and I also think this is a way of getting people who don't even like, you know, follow Smash Brothers to even, like, to get them into the game. Because, like, you know, you'll just have people going to Best Buy to pick up I don't know, a headset or a new computer. And they'll see Smash Brothers, like, there's a demo, and they'll be like, oh my god, Smash Brothers.
That's how we started.
What?
That's how we started. In a Best Buy at a demo.
Yeah.
That's a story for another time. Story for another time.
Yeah, but this, and even people who just go to Best Buy to play the game, like, specifically to play the game, there they go. They're going to Best Buy to play the game, getting hyped for the game, and, you know, getting convinced to buy it when it comes out. Like, now, the thing about this is also, last year we got, like, 3 or 4 games. I think there was a 4th, but, yeah, I'm not sure. This year, so far we've only been confirmed Smash Bros. Do you think they should, give us other games at Best Buy to play? It's not like anyone's gonna play anything else. Anyway, Smash Bros.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. Like, on the one hand, Smash Bros is by far like the most popular thing, and I'm gonna come back to this point later. Like I said, I'm going to come back to this when we go to our predictions. Smash Bros, if anything, is probably like that one thing that could, quote unquote, save the Wii U, because it kind of is in need of saving. But Mario Kart 8, you can't deny that looks gorgeous.
And
Mario Kart 8 just looks.
And they're bundling it and giving you a free Wii U game. If you buy Mario Kart 8, there is no reason to not buy Mario Kart 8 and get a Wii U.
What if you are poor?
Dude, okay. Okay. But no, seriously. Yeah. But yeah, Smash Bros. Is definitely up there for what for a console seller. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Welcome to Ptooes, your #1 source for poverty-based jokes. We make them alone.
But also remember, this is also going to be on the 3DS, and so far the 3DS version is looking better than the Wii U because it's got Smash Run mode that the Wii U does not have, and everyone loves, City Trial from Kirby Air Ride, so everyone's gonna love Smash Run.
I never got to play Kirby's Air Ride. I played that
so much as a kid.
To this day, I've never played it, and it's like the one game that I always wanted to. My friends always had it, but I never got to. I've been to Matthew. He's a friend of ours. He has the game sitting on his shelf. I've had it, and I've seen it sitting there so many times, but the game is scratched and it doesn't work.
Yeah. No. We should play Air Ride soon. I could order it on Amazon, $10, and we could play it and record it. But that's besides the point. Yeah. So that's gonna get. So when you say it's gonna be a console seller, it's Smash Brothers, but also why aren't people who already own a 3DS or don't own a 3DS? What's stopping them from just getting the 3DS version at this point? And it's coming out first too. So, and I know two friends that are getting Smash Bros, and one of them's buying the 3DS for it, and one of them's just buying it, and they have no plans on getting the Wii U for it. So, I think at E3 they should announce, something like that, like how they announced Smash Run exclusive for the 3DS. They should announce something exclusive for the Wii U version that will make people even more psyched for the Wii U version.
Well, that's part of my giant prediction that I'm all leading up to Super. Like, my master plan for Nintendo. If you're listening, nobody's gonna watch this video, so you can claim it as your own plan, and I won't even call you on it until later on in life when this video actually does get views, hopefully. And then I can be like, I called it first. You can look at the date. But for right now, Nintendo, your idea. So I'll explain that later. But as for the other things that were announced in the trailer video, first of all, we're getting Mecha Reggie, obviously.
Oh yeah, shipping to stores soon. In fact, it's gonna launch at Best Buy on the day they put it in. That's the whole connection. They get people to go to Best Buy to play Smash Brothers. Then they're like, oh my god, I want a Fizamech.
Comes with a free headset.
Even discussing the announcement video, we haven't discussed that. I wanted to do it first, but I forgot. That video was hilarious.
That was.
They got Mega 64 to do it. I don't know if you know who they were. They won an episode of Table Flip recently. They're basically these guys. They do hilarious, video game videos and podcasts, and they're not really child appropriate. So it's weird that Nintendo chose these guys, being such a childish company, which I say with a string. I
wait till my ultimate Mega Super prediction. You will see the light.
Anyway, but I don't know. I think that the announcement video in itself was a super neato idea. That people always have been saying that Nintendo is so away from its fan base and from the people. And this was going straight to the fans. There was no press conference before this telling people how E3 is going. This was straight to the fans, giving them a video they can enjoy and figure out what they're doing. And that's what they've been doing with the directs also, which also have been starting to get pretty funny and characterized with the Tamagotchi life.
Gotchi, not Tamagotchi.
I know. And the Mario Kart 8 direct. Those were funny and awesome. So, kudos Nintendo. These videos are gonna get people like hooked into watching them, not just for like, you know, Iwata going, here's this game, here's that game, directly to you, and
with hand gestures that you can see that Jeremy's making.
And he speaks so slowly that, you know, you can't even like follow. Or you can follow, but it's so slow. So, you know, kudos Nintendo for doing these kinds of videos. They're hilarious, keep them coming, and this one's got 700,000 views as of late, as of the time of recording this, so it's working.
That brings us to our last thing that was officially announced.
That's not our last thing, we have two more things.
Two things.
First,
the
we're gonna
treehouse.
yeah, that's what I wanted to do next, the important thing last. They have also announced the Nintendo Treehouse live at E3, which, at this moment, I believe they're gonna basically be doing live streaming throughout E3, like, the Treehouse team, you know, playing demos, showing off the game, you know, straight to us. And, like, you know, companies like IGN has done, you know, they just, you know, live streamed all the time, like, doing demos and talking to, you know, developers.
I mean,
so
this is why E3 is Gamer Christmas.
They're basically doing that, but exclusively Nintendo games, so you won't be... So, what do you think of that?
Speaking of Christmas, want some matzah?
That's Passover, and put the matzah back.
Oh.
So what do you think of, live Treehouse at E3? What do you think of that?
I mean, it's what they did last year, but hey,
no, it's not what they did. It's not what they did last year.
Okay, but it's
they
the
did
same
a direct
idea.
last year. This is demos.
I mean, well, first of all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And like what they did last year, like doing the live thing,
Not everyone liked the live direct, but we'll get to that on the next subject. I wanted just to focus specifically on the Treehouse live. Basically, they'll be talking to developers, they'll be playing game demos, they'll be showing off like games, but like at the show floor. Like, remember the direct was pre-recorded?
No, I know that.
This is completely live. What do you think of that?
I think it's all pretty cool. I just like the idea that Nintendo's being that involved. But I still wish that they were having a press conference at E3.
That's the next topic, Alex.
Oh,
this is just the demos.
I didn't know that. But in terms of demos, here's the thing that's kind of bothering me. I don't know what they're gonna show off. Like, what do they have to show off? Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros. Yeah. They're
Mario Kart 8's gonna be out by the time E3.
What am I even talking about? So
we don't
that eliminates
know.
your options.
We don't know what they're showing off yet. Remember, they probably have so much unannounced that they have to show off. They have the NFC figure exclusive game that they're gonna show off at E3, but we'll also get to that later. Yeah. No. What I think of this is Nintendo is really going straight to the fans. They did this kind of last year. They're, like, even doing it more, like, this year. Like, we saw it before with the Directs, with the Play Nintendo video. Like, they're just, you know, there's always the, Nintendo press, fans kind of line. Now it's just Nintendo fans. Like, and we're gonna be sitting home during E3. So basically, this should be good for us, specifically.
Will you be here?
What?
At the time of E3.
Well, I'll be home, probably June, 17th? I don't know.
Alright.
It's a Tuesday. It's school day. So, whatever. So basically, we could just tune in live to whatever the Treehouse is doing, whatever game they're looking at the moment. And we could just watch it and just see. They're going straight to the fans and getting the fans, you know, reaction first. You know, and I know I'm just gonna skip right over to the Nintendo, what's it called? What are they calling it this year?
Treehouse?
No, oh my god.
Any day now.
Looking
Looking things up while we're recording.
Well, it's right here.
Well, I say, to Nintendo, I like what you're doing.
Goddammit,
Good
no,
job
it's not.
listening to the fans. But I also want to say, be very wary about what you're doing.
Nintendo digital event is what they're calling it this year.
Cool. I would say, be wary that you don't overdo it. I mean, it's cool to listen to the fans, but don't turn your entire company into fan service. That's, like, in the words of an influential, not video game, but nerd on the angry nerd on the internet. An hour and a half movie made by the fans about Star Trek would be an hour and a half of Spock and Kurt making out. So be careful about what you do, Nintendo.
Sorry.
Too much fan service can be a bad thing.
But what you've been trying to talk about, and I think you're confusing Treehouse with, is the Nintendo digital event.
No.
Which is basically this year's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I understand
remember
that.
last year, they had the Direct, it was Iwata being, here's this game, directly to you, hand motions and all.
Well, I'm comparing it in the sense that both of them are, like, things that, like, they're live, like, while we're not able to be at E3, they're showing us things that everybody's seeing at the same time.
Now, with this digital event, they're kind of, like, being, secretive about it. Like, we know it's gonna be, a live stream kind of thing, like it was last year. They're not gonna have a press conference. They're using Nokia Theater for Smash Brothers. So, we know it's gonna be like that. But they're calling it something
Nokia makes cameras.
Okay, shut up. They're calling it something different, and they're saying it's going to be different. And my question is, what's gonna be different about it? And what do you think of them basically doing kind of a Direct again?
I don't know, like, it's not that it's a bad idea, but I also want to see something, like, new, because obviously what they have been doing over the last 2 years hasn't been working out so well, because look at the Wii U. They only did a Direct
last year.
I know, but, like, whatever they've been doing, they need to kick it up a notch.
Thing is, so many people are, like, between if, they should have done a press conference or if the Direct is good. Personally, I like the Direct because, again, I am a fan. It's coming straight to me. I don't need to be at E3. And what people mostly say is they're not getting the live audience, like, reactions that they did with the press conference, which I don't know if it's entirely bad, but, some people get hyped when other people get hyped, and not everyone has a Twitter to, look at all the tweets of, hey, look what Nintendo just announced, if there are going to be so many tweets like that. But, I don't know. I don't think it's such a bad thing that they're doing basically another Direct this year.
Yeah.
As long as they do what they did with, like, the Mario Kart 8 Direct and the
Smash Bros.
The Super Smash Bros. That was kind of funny, but that was also very informative. Or the Tamagotchi Life Direct. If it's in that kind of style and it gets people, laughing, having fun, then I think it will do pretty well, and people will see it, and people will like it, and people will talk about it. And the thing is, like, they're keeping their presence at E3 because they're doing the Treehouse Live, so they'll still, like, be at E3. So, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know really what to think, and they're calling it, whatever they want, and we don't even know how much like a Direct it is. Like, what is this? It's just my big question.
He's still talking.
What? Okay, you gonna tell me shut up then. Okay. Is that all we want to talk about in that subject matter?
Do you want to talk about, like, I mentioned it before and you shut me down, the fact that they're not doing a press conference?
That I kind of talked about. They're not doing a press conference. This basically is their press conference.
Alright,
because a press conference is, them showing off things, but it's live and to an audience. A Direct is a pre-recorded thing, and there's no live audience to be there and react to it.
Alright.
So, I don't know. So, I don't really have too much of an opinion that some people have on this, subject matter, but, I'm not even gonna be there, like, while it's streaming. Like, we're gonna be at school.
Probably.
So, I'm still gonna, like, rewatch it all, like, and get my live reaction, even though it's not technically live. But, yeah. So, that's how I feel, and I don't know, everyone has their opinion on that.
So now that we've wasted 25 minutes of your time, it's time for the exciting thing that you all actually showed up for, and that is our predictions about what is going to happen, what in the world do we think that they're doing. Should I go first, or should you?
No, I didn't prepare. I think I'm gonna just throw out one we're probably gonna agree on. Zelda is gonna be at 3 this year.
Oh yeah, we have a tech demo of the Wii U, which is ripped straight out of Twilight Princess.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. It's that Zelda's been in development for a while, and they were thinking of showing it off last year's E3, so I think we could be assured that they're probably going to show it off this year. I don't think it's going to come out this year. I think it's probably going to come out next year, but I think we're definitely going to see it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In some shape or form.
They gave us a tech demo, and
But
that was
the
like
tech demo doesn't matter.
No, I mean like
I'm not...
that's all they've given us is a tech demo of something that's already happened with updated graphics. It's like, come on, give us something more, Nintendo. Give us something else. So, here are my predictions. This first one's going to be super duper radical. You can choose to agree with me, you can choose not to agree with me. But this is how I think they're going to pump out Wii U sales. And I think that they're going to make people hyped for the things that the Wii U is going to do in the future. Possibly with the new Legend of Zelda game, definitely with the new Wii U game, and definitely why they've delayed the Wii U release of Super Smash Bros. And that is, I think they're going to put out, and this is going to sound crazy, an updated version of the Wii U. A Wii U 2.0, if you will. And that sounds crazy, but, like, think about, like, Xbox 360 did it, like, they had, like, that press conference where the guy had, like, here's the black Xbox, and he pulls the thing off, and it's the slimmer Xbox 360 version. I think it's going to be something along the lines of that, where they fix, like, all the obvious problems with the Wii U, the things that, like, people look at it and are like, that doesn't sell because it's got this, that, and this, and the other thing. It's like, make, like, maybe the battery life longer, or just things that are obviously, blatantly wrong with it. Like a DSi kind of upgrade. So what do you think?
That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. We do know, of course, everyone's doing this. They're, of course, working on their next console already. You know, everyone starts working on it as soon as the new one's out. They have no plans on showing the next console, but they've never mentioned anything about an updated, and you're right, this has been done before with the Xbox 360, and I guess the DSi. No, I never really thought about that. Do I think it's gonna happen?
Probably not.
Probably no, I don't think it's really gonna happen, and
but it's here's
a reason why. Mario Kart 8, it's gonna be released, like, just before E3, really, like, 17 days before.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And it's coming with a bundle. Like, it's gonna be bundled. So why would they bundle in the old Wii U if they're gonna plan, you know, to bring in a new Wii U?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, holiday season, Wii U 2.0 with, like, a slew of games. And I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It's a suggestion, but that's kind of far-fetched. But the second thing that I was thinking of, this is what has me super excited. And it all stems from their idea of what they're doing with Mario Kart 8. That they're doing this kind of channel thing.
Mario Kart TV?
Yeah. So that you can record your Mario Kart games, and you can share them on this, like, online video sharing-ish sort of network, and then you can upload them directly to YouTube, and that caught my attention immediately, because I'm like, wait, Nintendo's got this weird anti-YouTube policy going on. And then I noticed these other things, like the fact that we mentioned that, whatever their name is, like, Mega 64, is that it?
Yeah, Mega 64.
They were in this video, and like, there are a lot of weird things going on. It doesn't seem to support Nintendo's YouTube policy.
YouTubers have been in Nintendo's videos for a while now. Like, if you looked at the Legend of Luigi Parkour Master, there were a lot of YouTubers in that video.
And that's what's got me thinking. And this is the first E3 since then. This is their first time to announce something big. And this is going to sound absolutely nuts, off the wall.
You're good at that.
I think Nintendo, at E3, is going to flip their YouTube policy.
Really? You think that would be an E3 thing?
I think that that's something that they'd be excited to announce.
I think E3 would be, you know, purely for games. They wouldn't. That would be mentioned at ignore that. Ex-girlfriend.
An ex-girlfriend's Skype message just popped up.
No, it's not a Skype message. She's telling me she's online, and I don't care. I hate Skype. Wow, that's embarrassing. What was I saying?
Nintendo flipping policy.
Oh, yeah. What did I say about that?
You don't think so,
that wouldn't be like an E3. Like, that would be at a press conference, which they just had one. That they didn't mention anything like that. No, the E3 is purely to show off games or hardware or software or whatever. If they wanted to say we're flipping our YouTube policy, they would have done that at a press conference. So I don't think we're gonna see that at all at E3.
But I think that could go coupled with like a Wii U 2.0 kind of thing, especially because right now, out of like if you compare the first months of sales for the PS4, the Wii U, and the Xbox 360, the PS4 is currently crushing it. The PS4 has a built-in share button. Granted, that's not like YouTube; it's just like Twitter and stuff. But the PS4,
it's the Twitch. Oh,
what?
I see what I can do.
Yeah.
Go on.
He's arranging avocados and a banana to make it look. I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay.
But PlayStation is killing it right now in terms of sales, and they're offering like they have Twitch streaming going on. They've got a built-in share button. It seems like they're very like friendly towards things online, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of Nintendo's things that they've been doing recently just don't seem to fit the policy of let's take down and discourage people from putting things with our name on it on YouTube. It seems like they're doing the opposite. And like especially with that Mario Kart 8 thing, you can upload what you do directly to YouTube, and it's like that doesn't.
And that's been done before in games. I think it most notably Call of Duty. As much as I'd hate to bring that up.
Yeah, but
Call of Duty has had video sharing things, I believe. Don't even quote me on that. I know it had a video. No, it had a video sharing thing. I don't know if it was directly to YouTube, but no, you're right. They are definitely being more lenient to the internet,
if nothing else.
But I don't think they're going to announce anything about their internet policy at E3.
I don't know. I sometimes get these weird, off-the-wall predictions right once in a blue moon. I predicted it for a book a while ago. I was like, this author is going to do this and this. I've picked up the signs, and the next book went exactly as I planned, and it was, So sometimes I get these things right. So, I don't know. I've thrown my predictions out there. This will be on the internet before E3, so if I'm right, Nintendo, you owe me money because you stole my idea.
Going back on your Wii U 2.0 idea, yes, they've done that with handhelds plenty of times. DS, DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL. They've done that with handhelds, never done it with the console. Every console was its new thing, and it never got an upgrade until the next console. So, because they're more expensive, maybe? I don't know.
Well, they'd never expect to make a console that's sold as abysmally as the Wii U has.
And the Wii was so expensive.
It's not that bad. It's just that they don't have what it needs to have. But as a system, it's pretty good. Within my first 3 days, my first week of having a Wii U, I had some family friends over. Their family was over, and we played with them. No, you weren't there.
I was there for some.
Not this one though.
Okay.
They came over, they played, they had a great time with it, and the next day they called us, "Hey, we bought our own." And I was like, "Oh my god," because it's that fun to just once. I feel like Nintendo's good at that. I feel like they're terrible in concept, but then really great in when you actually get your hands on it. Nintendo does that.
Bringing up on that, now we're gonna get to the completely wild ideas of just what we want to see. What will, completely just cater to us specifically. I think I want to see a Nintendo Land too. I don't know, you said you played Nintendo Land with those people, didn't you?
Yes.
And I remember when I got the Wii U, I was just all up like, oh my god, Nintendo Land, oh my god, I want to play that. And it was fun, and there was so much unused potential in Nintendo Land. They didn't have a Kirby minigame, they didn't have a Star Fox minigame, they didn't have a Pokemon minigame, and
Star Fox would have been good.
Yeah, Star Fox would have been good. They didn't have a Kid Icarus minigame, which, to be fair, Kid Icarus was a little more new at the time, but now that it seems to getting bigger with I don't know, so much references to Smash Bros.
Pokemon's not really Nintendo.
They're Game Freak, but they are Nintendo.
I feel like Pokemon is wholly created and endorsed by Game Freak. Nintendo puts their name on the box to make it sell more, and then takes part of the profits in return.
Don't say.
That's how I feel. That
Game
Pokemon
Freak is owned by Nintendo.
But it's all Game Freak. Game Freak works.
They're just like the developers.
But Game Freak works the magic. Nintendo puts their name on the box. That's what I feel.
Say what you will, but it is Nintendo property and Nintendo IP. If they wanted to use it in, Nintendo Land, have fun.
But we're getting off topic. I think we're coming to the end of the discussion.
No, we're not, dude. So we could just throw out some more fun predictions of just shit we would like to see.
Well, anything else that you think in particular they would announce?
I think this is not an announcement. I think they're gonna show off more of Sonic Boom. That we've seen the one gameplay trailer. Actually, that's a Sega thing, but it is a Wii U exclusive. Is it 3DS too? It's a Nintendo exclusive. I'll just leave it at
sure
that.
It's on the 3DS.
No, I think it's just Wii U.
Really?
We've only seen Wii U footage, definitely. So they're probably gonna show off more of that. I pointed it out because I saw it.
I'm actually curious. I know, like, Sega has this contract with Nintendo that they've got to make them, like, a series of Sonic games. Like, they have to make them, like, 3 or 4 before their contract is up or something like that. That's, like, just... No, so they've got to make them, like, a certain amount that are, like, exclusive for Nintendo systems. That's why they're going on-off with Nintendo systems and Sonic games right now. But, like, I wonder if Sonic Boom is part of that, because... I don't know. Sonic Boom is going to be hit or miss. I think it'll be hit, but...
Yeah, it looks pretty good right now, the little we've seen.
Sonic Boom is a discussion for another time.
Yeah,
Thank you for making Amy cool. She's my favorite Sonic character.
Yeah, but also Sonic's neck. And Knuckles. I don't know, I just could never get used to... I don't know, not many people are hating on Sonic's new appearance. I kind of don't like it, but discussion for another time.
Thanks for making Amy cool.
Also throwing out another idea that I think a few other people have said. Let's talk about if we're going to see any remakes. And, you know, the 2 big remakes, everyone wants a Majora's Mask remake, and a lot of people want a Super Mario Sunshine remake.
Actually, my friend and
of course, I would love both of those. Super Mario Sunshine, one of my favorite games. Majora's Mask, I've actually never gotten a chance to play. It's one of the few Legend of Zelda games I've never gotten a chance to play. Which, send the hate mail. I'm sorry, I would have loved to play it. But if they gave it an HD or 3D remake, that would be great. And I think it would probably be 3D since Ocarina of Time was on the 3DS, so, you know, it already has the engine. Super Mario Sunshine would probably be on the Wii U. Because, I know.
Go on.
It would probably be on the Wii U. Hands down, probably.
Well,
it would look so beautiful with that tropical environment.
I agree. Well, I wouldn't want to see a remake. I'd want to see a 2.0 version. I'd see Super Mario Sunshine.
Super Mario Sunshine 2? Yes, I would love that even more. But I think, realistically, they're probably gonna go with a remake.
If anything.
Since, I don't know, they already have the islands. I don't know, they're probably gonna go with a remake. But Super Mario Sunshine 2, that would be just as awesome. Just as awesome. I would love it even more. Yeah. Do you have any, like, crazy out there, like, this is what I would love to see?
Is that what I'm here for now? Crazy off-the-wall predictions?
No, I mean, like, my Nintendo Land 2 was a crazy off-the-wall. I would love to see this.
Well, here's something that I want to see more of. Because Nintendo, you need to do this. First of all, you know, you got a camera on that Wii U pad thing. You know what cameras are good for? Taking pictures. You know, you can take pictures of Pokemon. Frigging Pokemon Snap 2.0. It needs to happen.
Oh my god, you are so
snap.
right. I think more people have said Pokemon Snap on the 3DS. But
Anything.
I don't know. I think it would fit more. I think Pokemon Snap 2 would work well as an eShop title. Because you remember the original Pokemon Snap?
It would have to be a port,
was short.
It would have to be a port.
A port? I think they'd go full on a second game with
like,
all the new Pokemon.
Not an eShop though. That's what I'm saying. Not like an eShop of here you can buy the old one. It's you're gonna either port it or you're gonna make 2.0.
No, I think they're gonna make a second game, but it's gonna be an eShop exclusive, like, you know, Troze was.
Yeah.
Which I haven't even Battle Troze. I haven't even played or even thought about it.
Troze is really good.
But, you know, remember the original Pokemon Snap was short and there wasn't so much to it, even though it was a very enjoyable game. And although they could, you know, extend the length greatly, because they, you know, back then it was only first generation, now they have like 6. They could greatly, you know, improve, you know, the game. But I think it would still probably be a short game and still would probably work best as an eShop exclusive title. So, but no, that is a great idea. I would love to see it. Anyone would love to see it.
So, as I pull this up on your computer, there have been rumors about something that we saw some screenshots for, and here's the thing. On top of things that we actually are predicting are going to happen, how about something that we know is going to happen?
No. We don't know what's going to happen. A Game Freak went out and said this was a demo of what they can do with the Wii U, but they didn't really...
Pokemon fighting game.
Yeah, the Pokemon fighting game. I still think it would be awesome. And to bring up one more thing, we know that Nintendo's newest press conference talked about the NFC figures and how they're gonna do something with that, and there's gonna be an NFC figure exclusive game at E3.
That could work.
This Pokemon Fighters could work for this, because I don't think it would be super good to do it with Smash Brothers. Like, I know some people thought it should be done with Smash Brothers, but I don't know if I would like it for Smash Brothers, because I think that would get people to not want to buy the game.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, now I need to buy all these figures if I want all the characters. I don't want Smash Brothers anymore. Smash Brothers is too mainstream to have all the NFC figures. But do it with Pokemon Fighters?
Oh.
That would work. Because they did a little bit of it with the Pokemon Rumble.
Pokemon fans are used to paying extra, because we have to pay extra for each version of the game that comes out, and then they bullshit us with that third version if you want to buy it, and it's like, whatever. So, Nintendo, Pokemon fans are used to paying that extra mile. But something I'd like to point out, in that actual picture, something that could go with it, is there's a sort of manhole symbol on the ground. And that looks like it could be something that would be on the bottom of a figurine.
Huh. I don't even know if they had the NFC idea when they made this, but
I don't know. But I'm just throwing out things.
I think it could work, and even what they could do they'd release all these Pokemon, because they have so many, and they'd release it as figures. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be fighting types. Just as long as they have a fighting staff, it's Blaziken and Lucario,
and
both fighting types.
They have a fighting type Pokemon card.
I don't think it should just be fighting types, because I don't know. There are some Pokemon that could work for this game.
Not like Pokemon Stadium Wii U. I mean
no.
Street Fighter Pokemon.
Yeah, Street Fighter
that
Pokemon.
Would be
I understand what you're saying.
Awesome.
Yeah, and they'd release these figures, and people would buy one for the Pokemon they want, and
give you some,
buy them all.
Give you something to go with.
And you could...
buy them all. Gotta buy 'em.
And I don't think the Smash Brothers community would like it, because there'd be a new figure, and you'd have to, put it into the tournaments, and, with Team Fortress 2, every time there's a new DLC gun, it's automatically banned from tournaments. So, that can't work with the Smash Brothers scene, I don't feel. But here...
it would work.
I think it would definitely work.
And
they could release figures whenever they want, as a DLC thing, but with figures, just like Disney Infinity is doing. And you could buy a new figure if you want it and fight it with your friends.
And there's so much potential in
And
Pokemon.
what they're doing with the figures is, you could store data on the figures. So
really?
That's cool. The figures are stored data. So say, I don't know. I don't know. You bring it to a friend, and maybe you had a custom moveset. Just throwing ideas out there. If they had custom movesets, which I would not gonna say they're going to, but you'd keep the custom moveset onto your character. And yeah, I don't know. I think doing the NFC with this game would be an amazing idea.
I completely agree. So as I move our recording stuff around so I can look at things on your background for more inspiration, for what we should talk about, you seeing anything you like?
Fortune Street 2. Not Fortune Street 2, there have been so many Fortune Streets. Fortune Street Wii U. I don't know.
No, not Fortune Street 2. Fortune Street Wii U.
Oh, because there have been so many Fortune Streets, not all in America.
What's this up here in the corner?
That's Dragon Quest Rocket Slime, which there was a 3DS game that never got released to America. Nintendo! I want it.
Alright.
Animal Crossing, I see. Do you think they're gonna announce the Wii U version for Animal Crossing? Now that, I don't know, New Leaf has been a year ago. I think it might be a little too early. Not too early for Japan, but too early for us in the US. And I don't even really want to see a Wii U Animal Crossing, because I never liked the console Animal Crossings. Like, I loved Wild World. I had City Folk, but I couldn't play it for like more than like 2 weeks at a time. Anytime I would get into Animal Crossing. And of course, New Leaf, amazing. And I don't know if I want to see a Wii U version just yet. And New Leaf had so much innovation in it.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know if they could do with a new Wii U version like so soon.
I say give it some time on a new Nintendo.
Definitely give it some
Animal
time. So no Animal Crossing. So that was super.
So I'm gonna bring up a franchise you probably know very little about, and I probably do also. But it needs to be said because I don't think they've had a game for a while, and that's Metroid.
Oh, no, Metroid had Other M.
But how recently?
It was on the Wii. I think kind of late in its life. But no. Getting to that, the Nintendo, ignored franchises, F-Zero, Star Fox, Metroid. Why aren't we seeing those? Where have they been?
Make Star Fox work. You could do that. Nintendo could make Star Fox work again.
Yeah, Star Fox, definitely. I think people would love it. We haven't seen it since Assault on the DS. It could work.
No, don't worry. We got a 3DS remake.
Yeah, oh, God. I think people would love a Star Fox game on the Wii U, completely new and original. People would love probably a new Metroid game. Not like Other M. Not many people really liked Other M, I hear. A
lot of those games people are divided on.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that for the people who actually know what they're talking about.
And F-Zero we haven't seen since GameCube, whatever one that was. And I've never played an F-Zero game, but I would like to. And I love the F-Zero minigame in Nintendo Land. That doesn't mean anything,
That's like your favorite.
It is my favorite one. And God, why not bring it back? Mario Kart 8, is gonna do so well. Why not? And so they obviously, is gonna do so well. Why not? And so they obviously they know how racing games work by now. They've done, they've done racing games, but F-Zero is more fast-paced. No items, but I think I'm rambling on stupidly. But I think an F-Zero game would definitely work, and the Star Fox game. Metroid, I would like to see one, but I think those two, would probably be a little better.
In favor of keeping you not rambling on, 2 words, either too soon or yes, definitely. New Pikmin game.
Too soon. Not that I don't like Pikmin, but I don't think they're gonna do a new Pikmin. Yeah.
Alright, so any corner of the franchise that we haven't talked about yet that you'd like to bring up?
Well, we haven't. There are a lot of corners. Do you think we're gonna see any of the new Ruby and Sapphire remakes that were just announced? I think we're probably gonna see a trailer.
Something. We're gonna get something, but it's not gonna be a lot.
Probably. I think we're gonna get a trailer. Maybe not a game. Well, no, we know we know it's coming out in November, so maybe we'll get a little gameplay. Demo.
E3 2014 would be the 1-year anniversary of the Fairy type, so...
Really?
Yeah,
No.
That's when they announced it last year.
Well, that's when they announced it, but not when the game came out.
But, that's when they announced it, so it's not so uncommon for them to use E3 to do Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty good to say we'll see, a demo of the new Pokemon remakes. If they are even remakes, because they keep saying, new adventure, new region, but they're probably remakes.
So here's what they say, because I know you don't follow it as diligently. They've said that they are direct, remakes. But I wonder,
they have.
But okay. I wonder how liberal that's going to be, because they've also said explore a whole new region and stuff.
Well,
that's a discussion for its own time, but put simply, my thoughts on what they could do or should do is a Black 2 White 2 approach, where they put it in the same area, but they also expand, give us some new areas to explore.
If they're gonna be direct remakes, they're gonna have the same, story. I think why they keep saying new adventure and new region is because this is gonna be using
people to have played it.
This is gonna use the X and Y engine, and it's gonna be a 3D world, which is gonna be completely different from what we saw on the Game Boy, and it's basically gonna look like a new world. Can you imagine Ruby and Sapphire in 3D?
It's gonna be gorgeous.
It's gonna look great, and I can't even imagine. It's literally like blowing my mind to think of what it would look like, because I've just seen it at this 2D approach.
Because Hoenn is gorgeous. Hoenn is the tropical region, and then just put that in 3D.
I don't know. We're gonna move on, but my opinion on the Hoenn region, it's technically my least favorite region. I loved it. I love the heck out of it. It's not the first Pokemon game I've played, but it's the one I have, the oldest memories of. I know I played Red and Blue first, but I don't know. I just like the other regions a little more, but I still love it, and I'm still gonna buy those games, or one of them. Probably the Sapphire one.
Play it for a month, try to beat me, fail, and then that's what happened with X and Y. That's what happened with Black 2, White 2. Don't even lie.
What do you mean? First of all, I got Black 2, White 2 really late, when, like, a year after the game came out. Second of all, I beat X and Y to completion. Or Y.
Yeah, beat the game, try to beat me, fail, and then put it down.
I tried to beat you.
Yes, you did. We had that battle. You lost.
I didn't put it down. First of all, that was like in the middle.
Alright, you want to go again?
No, I don't even have my X or Y.
We could get it next time we meet up. We could battle.
Okay.
You and me. Me and my perfect IV Kingdra. Yeah.
Okay,
I did that.
Do you have anything else to finish up, to wrap up this conversation? Anything else you want to maybe just see at E3? Or
yeah, who's that cool? Skype person that just came on?
Matthew, Matthew Timmy. Shit. Okay. Oh, anything else you would love to see at E3? Anything else you want to talk about?
I had something in my mind, but yes. So just before we go, one thing that the Wii U is sorely lacking: third-party support. So any third-party games that you want them to talk about, not even on the Wii U, but just in general. I have one in mind.
I think we're gonna get a demo of Bayonetta 2. I think that's coming out this year, I believe, in the summer. So I think we're probably gonna get a demo of that, and that's gonna get people psyched for the Wii U. I know a lot of people that wasn't on the Wii, and so it's probably gonna bring a few people to the Wii U to get Bayonetta 2 if they really love the game.
All right. So you know what I want. You know what I want. It's coming on the 3DS. Yes, it has an English release now. It is going to be released in America in English.
You know, you're gonna. I know what you're gonna bring up, but I'm gonna bring up something. Do you even know about the Persona or Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem game? You don't even know about that. You don't even know they're making a crossover Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem.
Well, first of all, no, how have I not heard of this? And second of all, it's completely different. Shin Megami Tensei is a separate series from Persona, officially. It was, first Persona started as a sub-series, and then, they were linked, and then they've officially said, they're too different, we can't do it now. But it's the same people, it's the same group, but that sounds, oh my god, I need this now.
I don't remember if that got a release date, but
Persona
you might
Q,
see some of it.
Persona Q, it's coming out earlier in Japan than it is in America.
Of course.
Which sucks, but especially with Nintendo's new especially their new Pokemon policy, everybody gets it worldwide at the same time. But honestly, I'm glad to get it at this point. Persona mainstream games, they do sell enough in America to make it worth their while. But to try a side series-ish game, especially after the Shin Megami Tensei game, it's just Shin Megami, I'm pretty sure.
Is it not?
I think Shin Megami Tensei is the Persona version.
No, I think it's Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem. I think it's...
Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, I don't think that sold too well on the 3DS. I'm sure it's great. I haven't had the chance to play it yet.
What, Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem? It's not out yet.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Oh.
On the Persona. On the 3DS.
Has it come out?
That's been out forever. But I don't know anybody who's bought it, and I don't think it did well. So for them to then release this in America,
know it existed.
For this to release in America, I'm so excited. Oh my god, Persona is just If you haven't played a Persona game, I highly recommend. If you
played a Persona game,
yes.
Wait, you have?
Yes.
You've never played Persona game. You've just seen it.
If you haven't played one, I at least go see one, and if you absolutely just cannot find anything to watch or to play, then I concede you can watch the anime, but I would highly recommend you play something before you watch the Persona 4 anime.
Okay, and I think this is going to be the last thing we talk about. Do you think we're going to see any new IPs? New... I think it's assured we're probably going to see at least, one completely new thing that not using existing IP. What do you want it to be?
How do I even answer that question? There's nothing to even say about that because you don't know what to expect. But if I had to give them a genre, probably something along the puzzle lines. Because, I mean, Professor Layton exists, but Nintendo as a mainstream doesn't really do anything puzzle-based. I mean, like something that, like, actually makes you think. Pikmin, yeah, but, like, that's kind of like an action puzzle thing.
They've done puzzles before. I can't even answer my own question. What do I want to see Nintendo do? They've done, like, everything.
Yeah.
I think besides, like, no, they've done shooter. Because, I don't know, Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus is their attempt to say, hey, we've seen that Halo's good, so
I don't
this
think,
is our
I don't
version
think that
of
was,
it.
that was not it, because...
It's their version of it. It's like...
No.
That's as close as Nintendo's ever gonna come to making a Halo game.
Yeah, and I love the hell out of Kid Icarus. It's a shame we're probably not going to see a new one for a while.
I don't want to see a new one for a while.
Long time.
Kid Icarus Uprising is good enough standalone to sit there for a couple
I think
years.
one would work on the Wii U. A Kid Icarus game would really work because it's got the dual control sticks that people were complaining that Kid Icarus Uprising didn't use, and so that would work. You don't need the stylus, which would also work. You know, you could choose between those two. HD would look friggin' amazing, but Sakurai already said he didn't want to really do a Kid Icarus game for a while. So, yes.
I agree. Like, Kid Icarus is one of those games, like, if you're gonna make something as amazing as Kid Icarus Uprising again, don't push yourself. Take the time to make it come out when you're gonna make it come out, because if you push that, if you rush perfection on something like Kid Icarus Uprising, it's not gonna be as good.
Okay. And I think that's gonna wrap up our discussion here. Do you have any last thoughts at all?
I've made some crazy predictions here today. I've said that they make a Wii U 2.0, flip their policy, Pokemon Snap 2.0, just like I've said a lot of off-the-wall things today. So you heard it here first. If any of that comes right, comes to fruition, thank you, Nintendo, because you listened somehow to what we ask.
Yeah. No, we've said some weird things. We said some, pretty probably gonna happen things, and we've discussed, how they are in a whole. And I think, and it's an hour, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what Nintendo does, because you really can't predict Nintendo. They are such a crazy company. So, let's just wait and see and hope, and I am hyped.
So, thank you all for watching, listening in on this, podcasty sort of thing.
Discussion.
It's a discussion.
If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you dislike this video, well, unfortunately there's a button for that too.
But you can hit the subscribe button. It's more fun.
If you hit the subscribe button, it really helps us out. And you'll be notified when Alex or I put out a video. Which is not too frequently, so really hit that subscribe button, it'll help. And thank you guys for watching.
Give it some time.
Goodbye.
Well, it'll happen.
It'll happen.
Subscribe, please. Leave a comment, a like, please. Dude, I have
okay, now he's begging.
My family doesn't love me. Please, just something.
The dislike button exists too.
I don't.
Other options are available.
I don't control you. Go ahead. Click the dislike. I don't actually. Please press the
okay,
like button.
we should be done. Bye.